Hi, I have in front of me a soundbar shelf. Basically, the idea of this is to mount a long speaker directly onto this, and it's obviously very popular now that televisions are increasingly mounted on TV brackets, mounted directly on the wall, so it makes sense to mount the speaker in a similar manner. So it comes in this outer box, which you can see here, okay? So you can see the assembled product here. So in terms of the overall dimensions of it, it's just over a metre long, it's 1016 millimetres long. The total weight on it is 154 millimetres, and the thickness of the glass here is a total of 5 millimetres thick. So I just hold it up here so you can see there's a central hole here, and the idea of the hole there is to run the cables directly through, and there's 4 holes on the way through, and this is just to allow us to mount the actual the bench mount here directly onto the bracket that will be mounted onto the wall. Okay, so that the shelf goes directly onto this. So if we look at the bracket that goes onto the wall, we'll just note here that we have a total of 4 matching bolts that are here. They come along. So I actually have this bracket upside down. I'll show you how it'll look in a few moments time. And what we're doing is we'll use the plugs and also these screws here that actually screw straight in. You can see there's we could either use a spanner on it, which we have here, or we could use a Phillips screwdriver here to drive these in. And once again, we have our 5 nuts here to go with it. We have our washers here, 4 washers here to go directly onto this, and we have them mounted already on it. I'll display that in a few moments time. So what we'll do here is I'll just go through the quick assembly steps here. We just come along, we drop the shelf directly onto it. So effectively now we have the first part of the assembly done, and we're just going to drop on our 4 washers. And what we have here is we have 4 bolts. So, or 4 nuts here. So if we actually look at the nuts here, there are actually lock nuts here. So if we tighten them in here, we can tighten them right down and just hold them in position. So you could repeat that process all the way along. I'll just actually loosely do it here on 2 of these units. And the reason I'm going to do it this way is I'm just going to flip it over and just show people how it would be. What we have here is a bracket that we mounted directly onto the wall. And what we can see here is we just have the basic unit there, and we could put the thing directly onto it there. So it's extremely neat. It's just a nice little model, and for somebody who has the issue of how you're going to securely mount your soundbar, something like this is very straightforward. If you have a drill and you're able to mount them onto the wall directly there, it's pretty well a very, very straightforward DIY operation. It's part of a wider range of single and double tier shelves, etc. that we have, and it's all because people are going away from fixed units on the ground to mounting TVs, brackets, everything, set-top boxes, mounting them on the wall out of the way. So that's it anyway, an overview of the soundbar shelf available on freetv.ie.